Sneak peeks are here and upon us. Guys, we're going to get the first look at what the new Dragon Rift event looks like, the new Necromancer rework, the new hero flicker, as well as gameplay, of course, showcasing the talents and exactly what the talents are of Crystalmancer as well as Night Statue. I am so unbelievably hyped. We got a super long video for you guys because it is a lot of information to take in. Fellas, grab your coffee, grab your device. Let's head on down to Game by the Beach. Welcome back once again, fellas. Sneak peeks underway. You can see all the different clips that we have. Some of them are longer than others. For instance, let's check out the attention. You ready? Attention! The gameplay shown on the video may differ from the final result. That's that whole clip. All right, so there's one clip down. Oh, awards. All right, we'll go through the awards. I think it's also pretty quick. 17 seconds. We're just going to give it a little zoom right here. So the Dragon Rift rewards, it's scrolling down a little bit, are boosted, right? We're going to get better Dragon Rift rewards, which I'm very excited about. I'm not going to go down the list and talk about everything. Those things on the right side look like something different than we've seen in the past, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Challenge of the 7. Let's see how long this one is. 1:39. Do I have sound? I feel like I should have sound, but for some reason we don't. Oh, I'm skipping forward. There we go. You know the production value here at Game by the Beach is great. Guys, we're at the beach. The Wi-Fi is not going to be fantastic. Okay, so here we go. You've been chosen. Take part in the challenge. Win the max number. Here, I'll scroll up a little bit. There we go. And let's get into what this is going to look like. So we're player number 100000003. Let me know if I had the right amount of zeros or if not. And let's click on it. Okay, we got some rewards. Bunch of magic dust. Some faction cores. Okay, chest of 7. Yep. Is this all Dragon Rift as well? Probably. Take a little sip here. Don't worry, we're going to get into the meat and potatoes and the important stuff and the exciting stuff in just a minute. I haven't looked at any of this prior, so that's probably the whole clip. If I had to guess, it's going to X out and that's going to end it. Are you going to press play? Are you going to do anything? Rules and rewards, we're not going to. I'm over it. I'm already over it. We're halfway through. I don't care. We don't care about that. Challenge. Let's go into challenge. This looks like a little bit longer of a clip. 325. Here we go. Again, there's no sound. Oh my goodness, look at the night statues. It's a little wonky, I'm sorry. Here we go. We're fixing it. There we go. Okay. Night statues going ham. What in the world is happening with these night statues? Here, I'll increase the sound. Doesn't matter. Max night statue taking everything out, but these are the Dragon Rift challenges. I wish I could click on it and show what it is. But I don't think these look all that different than the regular Dragon Rift. Maybe it's slightly different. But we're taking things out pretty quickly. Night statue doing work on its own, which is such a bizarre thing. Alliance units on the battle. Angry monsters. All units vertically. Bruh. How fat could you have clicked on that quicker? I think I had, honestly, way too much time to read that, all right? I could have read that 3.5 times. Speed it up there, guy. Speed it up. Grandmaster. What else is happening here, fellas? This is the first time, like I said, that we are seeing the sneak peeks. Update 21, which I am very, very excited about, but I'm a lot less excited about this Dragon Rift stuff. Can I fast forward this stuff here? Let's just zoom in here. All right, we're having a little bit of a tougher time. I don't know why we're just rocking with 1,000,000 night statues. This is more confusing than anything. Ooh, I found a really long eyebrow hair. Anybody curious about that? Anyone interested? Did I tell you, I recently found a gray hair. Oh, it's sad to say. Are we going to... All right, I guess we're going to win. 2 till Grandmaster, and I'm assuming that Grandmaster is the last one, and then we can kind of move on to the next stage here. Oh, no, never mind. It's wave 9 out of 15. Without sound, this is brutal to watch. I'm out on this. I'm out. Challenge, yeah, whatever. Dragon Stronghold, Flame Caster, Flicker. All right, let's read up on Flicker here. Okay. This looks interesting. Flicker, we've got a new hero. And I don't think we've talked at all about this new hero. So, Hungry Friend, can I pause it? Yes, I can. Hungry Friend. Flicker increases the damage of neighboring units. Yeah, it's a hero. Okay. Neighboring units against bosses and mini-bosses, and is invulnerable to negative effects. He can change places with nearby units and swallow any units, making him fall asleep for a time. After swallowing a unit, Flicker belches up mana. Okay, so he does a little bit of slow sleep. He also does a little bit of damage. This is max, but that's only level 1. So very interesting. When the ability is activated, the dragon awakens and attacks the fireballs that leave behind a burning and slowing effect. Each unit eaten by the Flicker. Scroll back up, you bum. Scroll back up, you bum. It's all good. Let's just keep moving forward. Go to the next clip. Here we go. Incinerating Flame. So we'll pause. Pause. Fire Puddles. Reduce enemies' armor. I like that. And the debuff remains even after an enemy leaves the area. After gaining a well-fed charge, Flicker blasts the first enemy with a fireball. Very, very cool. Invigorating Belch. After gaining a well-fed charge, Flicker spews slime. That's a terrible 3-word combination. I'm just saying. Flicker spews slime all over the units around him, temporarily increasing their damage. I feel like I'm screaming into the mic. I apologize if I am. That's what? Level... So that's 15. This is 20. Heat up. Units in an area around Flicker get an increased crit chance. Monsters in the fire puddle take increased critical damage. That's definitely worthwhile. This must be a... Is it a legendary or an epic? Why do I feel like it's an epic? And then Second Wind. Second Wind is the same for every single unit. And it looked like this clip was a little bit longer. So I'm hoping we actually jump into some gameplay. And we do. Oh, dude. It's a hero, but it's on the board. Wow. This is actually really, really interesting. Even though there's still no sound. You guys can listen to the Hawaiian music a little bit better without the sound. But we've got our Max Knight statue. We've got our Flicker in the middle of the field. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to say the least. But guys, if you are enjoying this video, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like the video, and if you want to help support the channel, the best possible way is to go through My Games. If you're going to be making any in-game purchases, go through My Games and use code BEACH, as it says on the poll on the sign over there. Use code BEACH for no extra charge. So if you guys are going to be buying the Premium Pass, Platinum, Hero Tavern Pass, anything like that, instead of going through the Rush Royale app, go through My Games, use code BEACH, leave me a funny message, and it enables me to continue making the content that you guys enjoy so much. All right. And I do read those messages, and they crack me up. Okay, so we're also going up against Shaman. I feel like it's a really bad choice to go up against a Shaman when trying to show off Flicker. I'm gonna have to get used to that name. But look at this thing move around. So it's a hero, but it's also on the board. He keeps moving it. Does it like protect? Whoa, that Harlequin went into... So while it's asleep, you can't merge a card into it. Is that how it is? So you can feed a card to it. So it's hit by a Shaman, so he's feeding a Scrapper into it, which makes it asleep, which then gives all those extra buffs to what we just read about. Wow, that is fascinating. So this here is something unlike we have ever seen. It's a brand new hero, but it's also something that's actually on your field, which is really, really cool. I absolutely love that. That's super, super fun. And remember, stay tuned because we're going to get the first look at actual gameplay of Crystalmancer talents as well as Knight Statue talents. So I'm glad we kind of ran through those first couple of things, Dragon Rift, whatever, relatively quickly so that we're going to have time to get into the things that you guys are actually here for. But this is a fascinating deck. So he's getting rid of scrappers, night statues, inquises. You know, if he has an odd number of random things, he can get rid of them by feeding the flicker, and which in turn is going to buff those other units. The only thing that I don't necessarily love about this is that when you're feeding, when you're specifically doing something in order to boost your units for a time being, it's very, very difficult to make that timing work for the entirety of a game, okay? Entirety of a match. It reminds me of when you're playing Rogue, and when you're playing Rogue, you have to level up Rogue in order to trigger it. And I did a video on Rogue recently, and you have to trigger Rogue for it to even be average in the meta, for it to even hang in a matchup. And if you don't trigger at the right time, it's just terrible. So I wonder like how strong that flicker will be, to where if you feed it and it's boosting those other cards, is it going to make it that much more effective, or is it just going to make it average? I'm really interested to see how that might work here. We'll have to see. Let's see. Okay, but we're doing pretty well. He's rocking a Corsair Boreas Shaman deck, which is super, super random. This deck here that I'm playing, definitely looks like something I would actually play. Inquis Night Statue, Harlequin Dryad Scrapper, and then you actually have another card in there because of Flicker. Really cool. Really, really cool. You know what the gameplay kind of looks like? Oh, do something. Oh, you're slow, dude. You're so slow. It reminds me of when I'm playing double building with Hex. Because instead of getting a Night Statue in the middle of 4 Inquises, you're going to have like 2 Inquises, 2 Night Statues in the middle. And then in the middle of that, you're going to have a Hex, or in this time, a Flicker, so that you're getting the boost from both of them. It might be a little bit too difficult to get all of those buffs together. It's kind of like when you're playing a deck and you have 3 different things that you're trying to do. Sword, you're trying to do like Gift of the Raven for Witch, and you're trying to, build absorbs from Cultist or something like that. There's just too many pieces going on. I feel like this is a similar vibe, but we're also going up against Boreas Corsair, so if we ever lose this matchup, that's just embarrassing. So it's gonna be fine. We've also got a max Inquiz, max Night Statue, max Flicker against, I don't know what level his Boreas is, but it's certainly not max. It has no talents on it, so what's he doing? Maybe he's like me and he's got a level 9 Boreas with no talents. It's possible. But where are we at? I'm trying to see what stack his Flicker's at. But it looks like it's coming to an end here. Oh, no. I thought for a second we had a stack. You can see we have a 9 stack and a 6 stack on the Night Statues, which is really cool. This is kind of gameplay for the Night Statue as well. We're going to have to go down and see specifically what each talent is, because I definitely don't fully understand. I definitely don't fully understand how Night Statue works. Some of the stuff is just universal buffs, but I think I saw that if it's an even number, it's one buff, an odd number is a different buff. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to see that in a minute either way. So should be pretty cool. We did hit our... Oh yeah, so you can feed the Flicker at any tiered unit. He had a rank 3 Harlequin and he fed him and it just went away. I wonder if that's like an extra boost. This is super, super interesting. It also looks like the baby dragon from Clash Royale. Anybody else think that? He's cute. Don't get me wrong. He's cute. But kind of weird. Oh, and I guess the actual swords, you can see the 23 stack on the Flicker on his actual, where the hero, I can point to it. That thing. You can see the 23 stack. I knew it was on my right side of the screen, so I could actually point to it. There it is. But this guy's having a tough time. 28 seconds. Get this game over with. We want to get to the talents. The Mallard mug. The coffee's cold. All right. Flicker gameplay. Very, very cool. Where the heck are we at? Let's talk about Life Stealer. So this is a new monster boss, okay? Cunning and insidious, he can periodically poison your units, significantly reducing their attack speed. Oh, brother. Invulnerable to percent damage. What is that, just Corsair? What else is percent damage? Instant kill effects. Oh, wow. And finishing off. So instant kill effects, making Hex worse. Executioner. Necromancer. Toxic Sludge. The dragon summons on invulnerable Toxic Sludge to the battlefield to receive reduced mana while the sludge is on the path. When it reduces the middle of the path, it reduces the... When it reaches the middle of the path, I apologize, it reduces the mana power up of all units to 1 and disappears. Oh, man. Leak. How many things does it have? Holy smokes. Several tiles become poisonous when you merge units in those tiles. You lose 300 mana. So it's just stealing mana left and right. If you have less than 300 mana at a time, you will lose all your remaining mana and the merge will fail. Oh my goodness. Units become, so this is a affliction. Units become afflicted, which prevents them from attacking and makes them reduce the attack speed of neighboring units by 50%. Afflicting units will be destroyed at the end of the waves. Toxic Bloom, pause. Several of the units fall under the effect of the Toxic Bloom. You lose 800 mana if you rank up, merge, move, or absorb an affected unit. Curse. Bro, the dragon curses several tiles every 12 seconds. A cursed tile goes every 12 seconds. A cursed tile goes every 12 seconds. A cursed tile goes down in merge rank if there were no units in the cursed tile. A mini version of a boss, such as a mini tribunal, will be summoned instead. Wow, that's crazy. You didn't need to make something else happen when there's nothing on the tile. Make it be a blessing. If there's nothing there's no unit on that tile when a curse comes down, just let it happen. All right, and I'm assuming it's going to show a little bit of gameplay here. Here we go. So this is a game mode, not a singular thing. All right, that makes way more sense. So we got Monk here. This is going to be a long video. I just made like a 30-minute video the other day. This is going to be like a 40-minute video. Whatever. Speed through. So we got Mini Life Stealer. I think we're just going to see it like a couple of times. I know you guys primarily want to see the Crystal Mancer and stuff. So let's try to get through this here. 26 seconds. This is why I have water also with coffee. Mini Life Stealer's coming. 15 seconds here. Our Monk deck looks whack. Oh, give me a... Oh, that's a pretty looking Monk. No Portal Keeper in this deck? Fair enough. Here we go. Let's see this mana. So we've got 75 mana right now, which means when we take that out... Wow, So is that a virus? That's a virus, dude. And it hit 4 units. We can't really get rid of them. Let's see if it actually spreads like virus or if it's just virusing those 4. It didn't look like it spread, and then it went away. Okay, that's not too crazy. It didn't spread, so that's fine. At least we're going to go through this relatively quickly because, wow, the dragon ability is in 7 seconds, and then Mini Life Stealer again is in 34 seconds. So we're going to be able to see one thing after another pretty well. Here comes the dragon attack. Let's see what it does. Any ideas? Oh, we've got 0.5 mana. Is that what it was? Okay. And we have 0.5 mana for like 10 seconds, then it went away. No big deal. We still don't have a T. So that's fun. Ooh, that could be a T. Oh, no, never mind. Silly me. Not a T. Rhyming accidentally. 5 seconds until Mini Life Stealer. Let's see if it does anything different. I'm assuming it does, right? But if it doesn't, we're just going to move on here. Took it out, no problem. Hit 3 that time rather than 4. If that mime was there, it would have hit that one as well. Pretty cool. Can we speed ahead a little bit? 5 seconds till Mini Life Stealer. We're getting through it. Oh, something just got evaporated there. We're using our J to take out this one. Hit another. That one hit 5 units. So depending on where it lands, it's just hitting them in like a box. Dragon ability in 26 seconds. I'm over it. Anybody else over it? I'm over it. Here we go. Move back. Go back. Okay. That was Lifestealer. Necromancer. We talked about Necromancer, exactly what's happening. We should be able to go through this pretty quick. 6 minutes. Bro, this video is going to be forever. Forever young. I'm just not going to pause it all because it's already going to take forever. Days duration, effect duration, or ignores protection against negative effects. Okay, go to the next one. Cursed Earth creates 2 buff tiles on the player's field in which the units chance instant kill common monsters. That sounds the same as before, right? I know a couple of them got changed. This was, let's see what this one is. Phantom. Oh, when attacking bosses and mini bosses, units buff tile, chance to summon a phantom which attacks monsters. Phantom. Pause it if you guys want to read all that. I feel like Phantom might have been different. Is that's not what the guy is like running around the field, right? That's something different. Ghost summoned by the cursed ability, restore health to monsters around them when they die. In addition, when the Grave Silence ability is activated, there's a chance of reducing the merge rank of a random enemy in unit PvP. That's terrible. Last one is, of course, the whatever the heck it's called. Let's skip ahead. Oh, it's already skipping ahead. Let's go to like the end because that's where you see everything. Okay. See it in action here, kids. So we've still got the same thing that we're freezing the opponent's hero. We still have the ghost going around the field. We still have a bunch of things frozen on the board. This looks essentially the same to me. I know they did change a couple of things, and if you guys want to go back to... I made a video on this a couple of days ago on the changes that they were making to Necromancer as well as the changes they were making to Trickster, I believe. Go back and watch that video as well, or you can pause the video and read up on it yourself as well. I love that each of these videos are showcasing Knight Statue every time. Super fun. So here's we're at 52. We're hitting that thing freeze. So every time we hit it, it just freezes. You also got that boss over there. You can see the instant kills here. Where's the tiles that have instant kills? So you can see them. It's on the rank 5 and the rank 3 Inquisitor there. 1 second until Tamer. Obviously, oh, that's when the boss goes around, it freezes the edges. I already knew that. I already knew that. I don't know why they always use a Boreas that has no talents on it. It's kind of funny. Instant kill looks pretty good. This looks certainly less toxic. I think that was the priority for what they were talking about. They wanted to make Necromancer less toxic. Still is, but hey, I'll take less. Right? I think it was trying to make it more of a damage rather than a like affect your opponent's board option exclusively, right? If it's only affect your opponent's board, it's kind of annoying. But I think it's a little bit more of a hybrid at this point. Bedlam, this is coming to an end. Nothing else is really changing. We're gonna get out of here. Boop. And new artifact. We'll look at this really quickly. 20 seconds. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. New artifact. Get in here. 4 tiles appear. Come back. Come back. Bruh. There we go. 4 tiles appeared on the battlefield. A unit in one of those tiles has a 45% chance to rank up by 1 when a unit is next to it. That's pretty cool. I like that. Mechanical Squire, right? Okay, so now we've got set of traps. 3 different traps will appear on the path. One that slows monsters down by 70%. One that increases the damage of your units by 100%. And one that gives mana, 5 mana per kill. It's terrible. 5 mana per kill. Oh, actually, per kill? That's not bad. So that's pretty cool. And then Mantle of Protection. Every 50 seconds, a shield appears on 3 units, protecting them from negative effects. that shield disappears after 20 seconds. Sounds okay. Anything else? Nope, that's all she wrote. Last final thing. We're not going to skip through this. I think this said 9 minutes, so we've got 9 more minutes here, and we're also going to have to pause, right? Because, so here we go. Sharpened Spear. Knight statues buff all units vertically and horizontally aligned with them, increasing their damage by 0.8%. Each new statue on an intersection increases the bonus damage. Okay. A statue is active if there are no other statues on the same intersection as it, regardless of how many statues are on the field. Very interesting. Very interesting. Covenant of Veterans Knight statue increases its neighbor's damage by 0.8%. Every merge and increase in merge rate next to a knight statue increases the bonus. Pretty cool. Then we go into roll call. When one knight statue gets a bonus damage charge, other knight statues have a 15% chance of receiving that bonus as well. This chance is unique to each statue. Barrier. The knight statue appears with a shield against negative effects. The shield has 2 charges. Once destroyed, the shield regenerates in 30 seconds. That's very similar to the Inquisitor shield. I like that a lot. Stone Legion. In addition to attack speed, Knight statue increases unit critical damage by 0.7% for each merge rank. Of statues of the battlefield, hold the line. What is this? Game of Thrones. If all of Knight statue's neighbors are the same unit, then, in addition to attack speed, it will also increase the critical damage by 10%. This could be a whole different way of playing Knight Statue. And lastly, I wonder if you could hear Oliver yell at us. Soul of a Warrior. While active, Knight Statue performs an area attack every 10 seconds. Right, area attack. That's pretty good. The attack deals 50% of its critical damage value per merge rank and reduces monsters' armor. Wow, that's important. By 20%. It attack interval goes down 2 seconds for every unit neighboring it. Oh, that's kind of interesting. All right, let's jump into Crystalmancer here. Look at that beautiful look at Crystalmancer. I'm so excited, fellas. I'm so excited about Crystalmancer. Pause. There we go. Crystal Arcanist. Okay, a mage has a 35% chance to appear with a crystal, and merging that mage summons an Arcanist, reducing armor by 0.5% with its attack up to 100%. If an Arcanist is in a corner or has 2 neighbors, it gains a 40% chain attack. The number of targets depend on the merge rank maximum for Arcanist. There's going to be so many things that we're going to have to like double, triple check whenever we try this out. It's going to be fantastic. The High Arcanist, I don't know how he can function that way. One merge on the battlefield is always an Arcanist. A mage has a 45% chance to appear with a crystal, which instead of attacking monsters, give the Arcanist 2.5 charge. We saw this in a little clip of the first look, that video on the first look of crystals, of the Crystalmancer talents. Arcanist has 1,000% area damage, beautiful, and attacks once every 3 seconds. Spending 3 charges per attack. After 500 charges, 500, its damage increases by 0.25%. And the Arcanist critical damage is reduced 3 times. What do we got next? Crystal Connection or Crystallization? Crystal Connection. The chance for a mage to appear with a crystal goes up by 35%. Arcanist's damage increases by 3% for every mage with a crystal on the battlefield. Pretty good. Crystallization increases rank and merging, and a mage spawns 2 crystals, which attack the first target and have bonuses from Arcanist. Oh, sorry. If I have the same stats at the mage with the extra attack bonuses of Arcanist. The crystals appear for 15 seconds and explode. Ooh. When a monster touches them, dealing 1,000% of the mage's damage value. Wow, okay. Then we got the Lightning Rod. The Lightning Rod looked crazy, yo. Every 10 seconds, each Arcanist on the battlefield charges his attack with electricity, increases its critical chance by 100%. This attack leaves behind Ball of Lightning, dealing 20% of Arcanist damage value every 0.5 seconds. Reminds me of Thunderer. I would love to see Thunderer talents. Last two. Magma Flow. When attacking, Arcanist has a 10% chance to unleash sprays of magma that set fire to the monster and its neighbors. Afflicted monsters take 135% of the mage's damage value in periodic damage and 20% increased critical damage from any source. The periodic damage stacks up to 5 times. And lastly, before we jump into the gameplay, absorb energy after killing a boss. A low rank Arcanist has a 65% chance to absorb its energy and go up in merge rank. If there are no Arcanists on the battlefield that can go in merge rank, a random mage will rank up. We should probably just skip ahead to the middle of this gameplay. I'm hoping they're doing both. We are playing game with both. Oh my goodness, look at that Crystal Mancer. Why does it look like Robot? Tell me why Crystal Mancer just straight up looks like Robot. But we've got Portal Keeper in here that I think is going to help a lot. We've got our Knight Statue max, our Crystal Mancer max. Let's start setting things up. So we have our Crystal Mancer in a corner. So you get a boost if it's in a corner, right? But it needs to be a corner or next to 2 units. Is that how that works? We're clearly using one of those right side talents for Crystal Mancer because that main one there, it's still at a 0 stack. So let's, after reading all of that jarbled mess of information, it's very easy to just forget literally everything that you just read. So let's wait to see when that Crystal Mancer... Okay, here we go. Bottom right corner, that Crystal Mancer was summoned with a crystal. And it's sending crystals to our main Crystal Mancer, who then throw those crystals... Because it's going up to 1, that's going down to 0. 1, 0, 1, 0. Very, very weird. Very weird interaction right there. It go to 1, back to 0. So it's throwing them. As soon as it produces them, it's throwing them. Is that how it works? You can see that we're copying a whole bunch of other crystals. It runs as exactly like Alchemist, but with a second step, another step, because they give the crystals to the main Crystal Mancer, and then that Crystal Mancer throws them out. But then the Crystal Mancers are attacking them on the field. I love that. That looks super cool. I don't know how much damage it's necessarily outputting, but that looks super, super cool. Now we got two Knight Statues next to each other, but we have a third Knight Statue, so it doesn't actually matter how many Knight Statues we have as long as they're not within the same X. We took that Bedlam out slow. That was not quick whatsoever. Let's see how much time here. I'm going to skip ahead. Whoop! Skip ahead a little bit. Oh, okay. Did I go too far ahead? 10 seconds. Can he survive for 10 seconds? Oh my goodness, we've got 156. Are we restarting? Is that what's happening? Now we're restarting. All right, I'll go back a little bit. I'll go back. We're just going to watch this one clip, and then we're calling it a day, because this is a 30-something minute video, fellas, which is much longer than my typical videos, and I apologize. If you enjoy it, let me know in the comments. But if you don't have the attention span to watch a 35, 40-minute video, I don't blame you, to be honest. That's a long video. But we're at 111 stack here. We've got... This is much more Crystal Mancer gameplay than Knight Statue gameplay, but at least we have both here. And... yeah, you can see the stacks going up on Knight Statue. We've only got the one Knight Statue, and it still looks like it's boosting you pretty well. So I think that's super cool. But look at all the Crystal Mancers boosting that one. I love that. Again, you can do all the boosts under the sun, but if it still is only making that card average, you need all these boosts in order to even make the card average. How worthwhile, realistically, is it really, right? Really, really cool, fellas. Okay, really, really cool. This just way too much information for us to get through everything. This update, after they release the sneak peeks, this update's going to come out in the next couple of days. Okay, so you guys are going to see it firsthand in the next couple of days, but that's going to be the end of this YouTube video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll check you guys out in tomorrow's video.